G'day all. Righto, so I'll give you an update on the fiddle yard. All the straight bits of track and this end of the fiddle yard is complete track wise. So here I've cut the Vera board, PCB board all the way down. I'm going to leave this all soldered together until I've done the other end, so those corners need to be done. This sort of gives you a view of what a proposed upend train would look like, or scenario, let's say. So you've got the Indian Pacific, the TNT train, AP4, SCT train, MP9, and a narrow gauge goods just with a got some flats there, they're QR. So that sort of gives you an idea of the trains and the sort of scenario. We're talking prior to AN sale, but post TNT and SCT running their own trains, so it's 95. In that weird post honeymoon period for National Rail, where everybody just went, no, we're not doing with you guys. Anyway, so a couple of things. The soldered joints are all here, all done, and these last section of track, they're just sitting there, but these ones are fixed, which will give you an idea. Now, the thing you might be looking at and going, why would you put the fiddle yard track so close to the edge of the board? A couple of things. The board width is sort of determined by the size of the smaller trailer, and what I'm going to do is put some ply sections here that will basically protect the rolling stock if it derails, for example, and by default of that, if it's offset and there's a space down the bottom, you end up with a key, which sort of gives you sort of this type of thing, and therefore you can stack the boards one on top of the other, which is the plan. And as you can see, that the base here is not done yet. After I've done all of this and we've done this half of the fiddle yard, so go right through. This is just track laying here, it's obviously it's not permanent or anything like that, and there's the other end. So all I've got to do is this side here all the way around to the yard throat, okay, and then onto here. I have a little section of board to affix here, and that will solve the ladder track issue easy enough. Okay, so that's all ready to go, and that'll give you a good idea of the yard itself. Okay. Now, it is not a good use of train room space because with all the empty space that I have here. However, these boards I previously built for another layout, and it is what it is. So they do fit in the room. The next layout won't be done in this fashion. It is what it is, and basically this will be a test bed for hopeful automation. So I'll just give you a quick look that way. Yeah, so I'm sort of happy that there's still plenty of room. The room from this point here down to the other board join down there is 22.5 feet. So that gives you reasonable length trains. They're not massive, but they will do the job. And yeah, so I'm reasonably happy. I'll just give you a little bit of a look back there. Here we go. All right. Okay. Cheers.